Okay, so I would like to call the meeting to order. Welcome, everybody, to the Thursday, December 7th, 2023 school committee meeting. This meeting will be conducted in a hybrid format, both in person and remotely over Zoom. Attendance by committee members may be remote, and remote attendance shall count toward quorum. This meeting will be broadcast live and is being recorded on ECAP. This meeting is open to the public. We will take comments from in-person attendees during the public comment section of our agenda. If at that time we have anybody who would like to make a comment, I will go over some of the protocols around making your comments, which include giving your name and address, et cetera. Okay, so with that, we can, I would first like to make a motion to move voting items, which were number 3, 4, and 7 on the agenda, to item 2 on the agenda, and then to move the other remaining items down accordingly. Can I get a second on that?
Second, DeLuca.
And roll call vote.
DeLuca, yes.
Wiseman, yes.
Star, yes. Okay, great. So the first voting item then is a vote to approve an out-of-state trip. Dr. Cabral?
Thank you. Mrs. Kavanaugh is here this evening to present a proposal on behalf of the Business and Applied Arts Family Consumer Science Foods class to go to Johnson & Wales University in Rhode Island on January 30th. They plan to have a campus tour of the Culinary College and Career Exploration programs, and there's a little bit more detail. I don't know if you would like to share that, Mrs. Kavanaugh, or if you would like me to do that. Okay, no problem. 40 students will be attending, and 3 staff members will chaperone. Betty Almeida, Zita Canberra, and Justin Tienhara. The transportation is going to be paid for by Brockton Mass Hires, Career Connecting Activities Board, and the Business and Applied Arts budget. If you have any questions.
Okay, great. Any questions from the committee? No? Okay. All right, then I will, would somebody like to make a motion? Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I just saw Mrs. Almeida just joined us.
Oh, great.
Hello, Mrs. Almeida. I just presented the details of the trip. I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to add other than that, or if anyone had questions for Ms. Almeida.
Not seeing any questions, but if you have anything you'd like to add, feel free to come off mute and go ahead. Okay. All right then. So would somebody like to make a motion to approve the out-of-state trip on January 30th, 2024 to Johnson & Wales University for Oliver Ames students?
Wiseman, so moved.
DeLuca, second.
Roll call vote?
DeLuca, yes.
Wiseman, yes.
Star, yes. Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Almeida. Enjoy the trip.
Okay, so next item on the agenda are minutes from November 16th, 2023, both regular and the workshop that preceded the regular meeting. So do any committee members have any edits, questions, or comments on either set of minutes? Seeing none? Okay. So I'll make a motion then to approve the regular session minutes from November 16th. Can I get a second?
Wiseman, second.
And roll call vote?
DeLuca, yes.
Wiseman, yes.
Star, yes. And then I will make a motion to approve the workshop meeting minutes from Thursday, November 16th, 2023. Can I get a second?
Second, DeLuca.
And roll call vote?
DeLuca, yes.
Wiseman, yes.
Star, yes. Okay, great. And then our last voting item for this evening is the discussion and vote to appoint a school committee member to the Director of Human Resources Search Committee. Dr. Cabral?
Thank you. We are actively searching for a human resources director right now, and Craig Davidson, who is the Director of Special Services, is here. He is kindly running the search committee for us on this. He is seeking one school committee member to sit on the search committee, but he does have some details to share about the process, which were sent out prior, but we just want to make sure the public is aware of how we're conducting the search. And Director Davidson, if you'd like to share that, then we can move it to the school committee vote on who may want to join the committee with you.
We are looking to have one school committee member join a 9-member team for the search process. The process started on November 27th when the posting was released internally and on School Spring. Over the last week and a half, we've been collecting applications through School Spring and a few other entities that we use. On December 7th, we are looking to appoint the last member of the search committee. We will be meeting on Monday, December 11th to review the applications and move forward with scheduling our first round of interviews. The first round of interviews will be held on December 13th through the 15th. At the conclusion of December 15th's interviews, we'll have a second search committee meeting where we'll advance finalists to meet Dr. Cabral and also visit the Easton Public Schools. At that time, we're looking to close out the interview process through December 21st and then introduce a new Director of Human Resources on January 18th at our next school committee meeting.
Okay, great. Do any committee members have any questions for Craig? No? Okay. Thank you. So we had gotten, Dr. Cabral had shared the information in advance, so.
I will add that we do have many qualified applicants. We're very excited to meet with them, and obviously we have an aggressive timeline. It's a very important role, and we're excited about this opportunity. But again, I just want to extend thanks to Director Davidson for chairing the entire committee, which is a large endeavor and takes a lot of coordination. So thank you for that. I know he'll do a great job.
So, so Lauren Loomis, who's another school committee member who's unable to attend tonight, did express that she would have interest and availability. She would be unable to attend the first meeting due to a conflict. But Nancy, if you want to chime in with your interest and availability as well.
Sure. I'm also available, but not on the 15th, but I am available the 11th. So I would love to be at the meeting on the 11th, and then Lauren and I can kind of figure out who's going to go to which meeting going forward.
So I think between Nancy and Lauren, I'm confident that we'll have coverage to be able to make all of the dates, and that they'll both be able to fully represent what the school committee is looking for in the school committee perspective. So if you're okay with that, with switching it up, you think given the time constraints, that's the best we're going to do.
We're so happy to have representation. Thank you.
Okay.
It's a big ask.
Okay, great. So then I will make a motion to appoint both Lauren and Nancy to represent the school committee on the Director of Human Resources Search Committee. Okay, thank you. All right, so
Wiseman, second.
thank you. And roll call vote?
Toluca, yes.
Wiseman, yes.
Star, yes. Okay, great.
Thank you.
All right, so that concludes the voting items. Nancy, if you need to exit, thank you for being able to join tonight so that we could take care of those items.
And I will be in touch if I can make the executive session, okay?
Okay,
Sure.
okay, all right.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Okay, all right. So next item on the agenda are the Mass Certificate of Academic Excellence and the NSDC, National School Development Council Academic Growth and Student Leadership and Learning Certificates. Dr. Cabral.
Great, thank you. I'm very excited to describe these awards. They're not scholarships, unfortunately. However, they are prestigious awards that superintendents are able to give. They both specifically come out at the beginning of the year, which is a little less common than most of the awards. The reason is because they are so selective and because they are for seniors, that they are awards that seniors typically want to have as part of an application package to a school or on their resume. And so we offer at the beginning of the year across the Commonwealth for that reason. So I have Principal Kavanaugh here and Director of Guidance, Susan Mancuso. I'm going to ask them to come to the podium. And I would like to share a little information about each of the recipients. And then we will have them, can't do that.
We're new at the microphone thing.
We're going to have them come up one at a time to receive their certificates from Chair Starr as well.
Sure. Okay. You can do that. Okay. I don't have
I mic'd already, so you can use that. So the first award is the Certificate of Academic Excellence. This is awarded for exactly that. Both academic excellence, but also students who distinguish themselves in the pursuit of excellence during their high school careers. It takes into account their 3-year cumulative average to date, as well as their class rank, and specific recommendation from their high school and their superintendent of schools. That would be us, and we're happy to have you here. The first recipient of this restrictive award is Sophie West. And you get to stand up here for a minute because Ms. Mancuso has some words to say about you.
There you go. Sophie, we just have a few words to say about you that I think hopefully you'll appreciate. Sophie has a brilliant mind and brings her commitment to excellence to everything she pursues. She is an integral member of the school's marching band and jazz band, where she plays the saxophone. Each year now, she has auditioned and has been accepted into the Southeastern Massachusetts School Bandmasters Association's district music festivals. She was a member of the band when they were invited to perform at the Head Shell last year. She is also a member of the Environment Club, the Envirothon team, and was selected to participate in Girls State as a junior. Outside of school, she volunteers at the Mansfield Food Pantry and the Purple Wing Project, an organization that works to end domestic violence. Sophie's compassion, her thoughtfulness, and work ethic make her an exceptional student and leader. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Go that way and grab your certificate.
Congratulations. We appreciate Sophie being here because she had to pop out of jazz band too for this.
Thank you. Congratulations. The second recipient of this, I'm just looking, it actually says on here the numbers of this award are quite restricted. Is Taylor McKenna.
And Taylor, this came from Mr. Smith. Okay. Taylor remains one of the most driven students I've seen in my academic career. Her passion for business has been so clear since I've met her, and her ability to put those academics into practice goes well beyond the high school level. She spent most of her summer working alongside a CFO at a major financial corporation, and her push for this real-life experience, alongside exhausting our OA curriculum, best speaks to Taylor's character. She is a student who is always pushing to learn more, and beyond that, she's found a way to lead along the way. She's the captain of the field hockey team, the lacrosse team, and has found leadership positions in DECA, the Economics Club, Girls State, and Kids for Make-A-Wish. Beyond her achievements, Taylor is funny, kind, and energetic, and it's been an honor to work with her. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you for making time to be with us tonight.
Congratulations.
There are also 2 recipients for the next award. This is given on behalf of the National School Development Council and the New England School Development Council, of which we are affiliated. This is the award for academic growth and student leadership in learning. This award is given to deserving high school seniors who support excellence, equity, and continuous educational improvement. These students consistently pursue a high level of academic effort. They also serve as positive role models to the student body, and they exemplify admirable character and accomplishment. On behalf of the Guidance Department, Principal Kavanaugh and myself, we're happy to present the first award to Joyce Riyad.
And Joyce, this comes from Mrs. Lukovich to you, okay? I have rarely met a student with the combination of intelligence, work ethic, ambition, and kindness that I see in Joyce. Joyce moved to the United States from Egypt at the start of 7th grade, speaking Arabic. Now, not only does she speak Arabic and is fluent in English, but she is also proficient in French. Joyce is a natural leader and is consistently at the forefront of clubs and organizations she participates in. To name a few, she is president of the Multicultural Club, a member of the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Council, and a leader in the Flags Initiative, a project to hang flags in the school cafeteria representing the many countries and cultures our students belong to. Joyce is an exceptional student who has not only excelled academically, but has also demonstrated outstanding leadership, compassion, and a drive to make a positive impact on her community. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations. And the final recipient of the same award for excellence, equity, continuous educational improvement is Akila Senthilkumar.
Miss Akila. Akila is exceptional and one of those students you want to have as part of your community. She has achieved more during her high school career than some people do in a lifetime. Akila is a fan of the underdog, and a lot of her extracurriculars focus on equity and inclusion and fighting for the rights of others. Her activities are impressive, but what I appreciate most is the commitment and passion she gives to each one. She holds a great value in the issues she fights for, including rights for women and the LGBTQIA+ community through organizations such as Generation Ratify. She also holds an internship working with an immigration law firm. To name a few of her school activities, Akila is a member of the UNICEF Club, the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Council, and is a peer leader with the school's chapter of the Anti-Defamation League. Akila's accomplishments are remarkable, but it is her grace and good humor that I appreciate most. She shies away from accolades, but appreciates the spotlight it shines on the work she is trying to accomplish. There is no doubt that this is just the beginning of what she will accomplish. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Akila. Congratulations. As you can see, these young women are very worthy of these honors, and we're so proud of them, their accomplishments, but also their very supportive families, many of whom are here this evening. We thank you for being here, and we thank you for support of these amazing women. We can't wait to see what they accomplish in the future. Thank you both.
Thank you all for being here, and you are welcome to stay. It is a
Excuse me.
Okay. That's the highlight of the week.
So nice, so nice.
All right, so the next item on the agenda is our update from our student representative to the school committee. Marvel is actually at a track meet tonight, so she was going to try to Zoom in if the schedule allowed. But if not, then she provided me with her notes. So let me just locate them because she is the most diligent student representative you could ever ask for. So bear with me just a moment while I locate the notes that she did send.
I saw them, they are
They,
here.
they are here. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. All right, so reading from our student representative, good evening. I'm sorry I could not make it today. Let's see, the students are mostly thriving in the Easton Public Schools. As the winter season begins, a new set of sports prevails, leaving all types of joyful moods. The high school has had a series of successes in the sports and academic fields, and I can't wait to continue the winning streak. Additionally, many students are preparing for mid-years, and the seniors particularly have been working profusely to get their college applications uploaded. On Thursday, December 5th, a new group of roughly 84 students were inducted into the National Honor Society, so congratulations to all of those inducted. In the final stretch of the holiday break, the middle school is continually progressing towards cultivating a more inclusive environment where all students are taught to make good decisions. Moreover, many health clubs and other extracurriculars are spreading awareness in many forms, thus driving a new front of advertisements at the middle school. Furthermore, Richardson Olmsted is very excited to host another monthly meeting with staff and students regarding their goals for the month and their hopes to create an even more flourishing school. RO also has a new science program that focuses on experimental and adventurous forms of learning, allowing students to blossom in diverse ways of understanding. Finally, Blanche Ames has also been highly successful as students enjoy their classes, the unified curriculum, their free time, and more. Many faculty and students are also advocating for a more unified student body, encouraging older students to visit the younger students through clubs, sports, music, and much more. And finally, a majority of students across EPS are excited for the upcoming winter break. So thank you, Marvel, for providing that update for us to share, and to the other members of the Student Advisory Committee who are liaising with the middle school, with RO and with Blanche Ames, so that we can get those updates. It's really, really great to have all of that information available to present.
So much better coming from them.
Absolutely, yes. All right. So next up is our schedule of payments. So since the last time the school committee met, we have approved warrants 036S, 037S, 038S, 043S, and 044S. Okay. And then next up is public comment. So not seeing any for this evening. Superintendent notes.
Thank you. Just a couple of notes. Today we had a half day for the lower grades for parent-teacher conferences, and there will be a half day tomorrow as well for the same purpose. It was exciting to see so many parents around the school today and also this evening. I was going to mention the National Honor Society ceremony, but Marvel did, so I will. It was great to attend, as usual. The advisors, Tara Bailey and Mary Visnauskas, did a phenomenal job preparing all of that. Very good job. The security project that we're conducting some upgrades on our schools is now at the phase where we are looking to award a designer of the project. So we have an owner's project manager on board. We have tentatively chosen the designer of the applicants. We did interviews, and now it's up to the OPM to notify the company and negotiate a contract. And so we hope to be able to announce who that will be in the coming weeks. We had a great meeting with the police and fire departments today, and our facilities operations, and Director Davidson and Director Twombly. We are reviewing all of our crisis plans, and they have been so hugely helpful. We learn something from them every time. They're very generous, not only with their time, but with resources and materials, and helping us to communicate our messages. And in all of that, it just makes the communication with the officers and the firefighters that much more robust between what happens in the schools and between them. We have to be the most coordinated town response team with the schools that I can imagine in this entire Commonwealth. So we thank them very much. And a lot of fun things coming up. We encourage people to look on our new website. There's a district calendar, and there are a lot of events this time of year. For example, Messiah Sings is coming. That will be Tuesday at 7:30. The OA Winter Concert. We have a grade 7 and 8 winter concert. There's just some really nice pieces of entertainment that our students are providing. So I would encourage people to look at those and come out for a fun evening. And finally, our winter vacation will be from Monday, December 25th until Monday, January 1st, inclusive of the 25th and the 1st. So we will open school again on January 2nd. I'm pretty sure every student knows that, but I just want to make sure that the parents are aware of those dates as well. And that's all I have for this evening.
Okay, great. Next item was Assistant Superintendent notes, but our Assistant Superintendent is at another event this evening. So next up is school committee notes. Jackie, do you have anything for this week?
Nothing this week. Thanks, Jen.
Okay, great. So I do have a few items to cover that I believe that probably Nancy and or Lauren would have covered as well if they were here. So first, it's been 3 weeks since we last met, and it's been a pretty eventful 3 weeks, so it feels like forever ago at this point. But just noting and congratulating for the record, I believe the whole town knows at this point, but our girls' cross-country team won the D1 cross-country championship, and the boys' soccer team won the D2 state soccer championship. So that was, both of those were on November 18th. And the drama club had a beautiful production of Romeo and Juliet last weekend. So there were 3 shows. They did the full Shakespearean script, no adaptation, and pulled it off beautifully. So congratulations to the drama club for putting on a wonderful production. We've talked about the National Honor Society induction. Let's see, we've got Dr. Cabral mentioned the upcoming events. We've had within the school community a few really good meetings recently that I just wanted to highlight how grateful we are for the community participation in these meetings, and to invite community members to be on the lookout for these in the future, because we would love to grow the numbers who are participating, but even the participation we have right now is really fantastic. So we had the year's first DEIA community meeting last week, which was well attended, and I think brought some really thoughtful, productive conversation up. And then the English Language PAC, the LPAC, had its second meeting of the year. So we're certainly looking to grow parent participation in the LPAC, but they're off to a good start and have a lot of wonderful ideas that I think will help the families of our students who are multi-language learners. And then I also wanted to note that we had a nice meeting yesterday with some members of the YMCA, who is one of our valued community partners, to talk about opportunities for social programming for our middle school and high school students. So we really value the community collaboration that we see there, and look forward to continuing those conversations. And then lastly is the deadline to apply to be appointed to the school committee for the remainder of this term, which ends in April of 2024, is tomorrow. So if anybody is interested in applying to be appointed to the school committee to fill a vacancy, you may complete an application on the town website. The due date is December 8th, and then we will have a joint meeting with the school committee and the select board on Monday, December 18th, where we will appoint a new member. And that is all I have. So let's see. So there were we did have, just following the agenda, an executive session and return to open session with a possible vote to discuss prior executive session minutes, which is something we do periodically to see if the material in them no longer needs to be held back and can be released to the public. So given that we do not have a quorum, we are going to postpone that activity to our next meeting. And so with that, our next meeting is, let's see,
December 19th,
December 19th, thank you,
6 p.m.
6 p.m. And I will make a motion to adjourn.
Wiseman, second.
Roll call vote.
Wiseman, yes.
Star, yes. Okay.
Thank
you,
you.
Jackie. Have a good night.
Nice to see you.
Good night.
Happy Hanukkah.